And we round things out, as we always do, with VKM. Oh, dearie me.
At least this is the famous one, you know?
There's some meat on the bone here.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
So during the Fight for the Right reverse battle royal, BG James was meant to be in the match, but apparently he refused under grounds that are a little unclear. So Kip James was in the match instead. We also saw Matt Bentley at one point standing in the stands dressed as Raven.
I forgot that these two things were united.
We're not supposed to realize he was dressed as Raven, I don't think, but he was clearly dressed as Raven.
He's meant to just look like a weird freak.
Then the following week, after the Ron Killings Lance Hoyt match, the James gang interrupts. BG shakes Ron's hand as Ron is like, what the hell are you doing? 3LK family drama lives. BG talks about how a couple of guys who couldn't get over hired BG and Kip to carry them, but they couldn't fool them anymore, and then fired them, and then carried on pretending they were the real stars of that stable. He then accuses TNA management of dropping the ball on the very marketable 3 Live crew. Says if they can't find him work, then he knows where to find it. The James gang has been back together for 6 months, and management is dropping the ball again. So he throws his TNA hat into the crowd and says, we've seen the last of the James gang.
Yes!
It's over!
Thank
Our national nightmare!
I'm free!
We will never see the James gang again.
Why are you saying it like that?
It's because we'll never see the James gang again. Kip says BG has gone soft and then says TNA Spike TV, and then his mic is cut before he can go any further. Kip goes to the desk to get on the headset, and then that mic is cut too. He stands on the desk to try and shout something out as we throw the break.
He's gonna drop a slur.
Probably.
But they would have left it on for that, and he would have been cheered.
During the Christian Cage Rhino match, the Weapons or Escape 4 Corners pole match, Maverick Matt jumps in the ring with his Raven look and attacks Rhino. And then after the match, a green-haired Kazarian also attacks Rhino. Matt joins in on the attack. Rhino gores Matt and then smashes Kazarian through a table. So whatever this reboot is, it's certainly already going well for those two boys.
It'll get better.
On the Prime Time special, Eric Young leads a fan conga line out. Today thanks Spike TV for giving them the prime time and once again encourages you, as usual, to text your friends and instant message them about TNA. Eric Young says the sniper's gone now, so he's going to make a big announcement. Kaz and Maverick Matt with a gremlin-looking Johnny Devine interrupt. They're all dressed very gothy. Kazarian says their great redeemer has opened their eyes.
Miro.
Yeah, he would have been like 19 at this point. That would have been cool. It's no longer about winning or losing, but what you're willing to sacrifice. Now, the next show is Genesis. A new theme song hits, and Voodoo Kin Mafia come out.
Help me, they're in my house!
Dun, 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 dun. They destroy Kazarian, Matt, Divine. They walked out 2 weeks ago. Now they're back.
So the implication here is we can go somewhere else. They couldn't go somewhere else, and now they're back.
They've rebranded as the Voodoo Kin Mafia.
And what's the initials for that?
That's VKM.
What could that mean?
Very kill myself.
Which is how I feel watching them.
And now they have the permission to do anything they please, because they got one thing to return, and that's creative control.
How did they get that?
Because they made contractual demands, I guess. That's how they didn't go elsewhere, Liam, because they got creative control.
How did they get that?
I like the idea that, like, within the confines of this being its own in-universe thing, it's just like, our stories were bad, and now we're writing them ourselves.
Because it's fake.
Yeah. Kip has dyed his hair as well.
Which is cool. It's the one cool thing that's happened.
His hair is now red. VKM has decided to use this creative control to declare war on Paul Levesque, Michael Hickenbottom, and Vincent K. McMahon.
Vincent K. McMahon.
They give their history of DX from their perspective, that they were like the stars and the things that got over. And then Sean and Hunter, they like rode the coattails and then pushed them to the side. and then bury current DX because VKM are good and DX are not.
True.
This does draw from the crowd a DX sucks chant.
The blow-off is going to be amazing.
When they do the interpromotional show and they wrestle DX.
Yeah, of course.
And to be like, this was at the peak of terrible 2006 DX. Like, this was right around the time of like the Survivor Series Spirit Squad shit. So like, DX were dog shit. It was an easy dunk. People hated that shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's so cringe. I can't remember the context of this next line. Kip says they're the biggest pieces of shit, but BG takes... What? Oh, he's...
I think he says that DX are the biggest pieces of shit.
Ah, yes.
But I like to imagine he's talking about themselves.
But BG then takes the mic. They will come by air, sea, and land. They're bringing war to their front door.
They already did that. It's called Cookie Gate, and it was better.
And it also featured BG James.
I know.
And it was better. He was better in that too.
I know.
On his online blog, Jim Ross reacted to the VKM storyline on Impact. TNA using the WWE as part of a storyline makes no sense to me. I am sure they have their reasons, but I would rather devote the valuable TV time promoting my own stars and not providing another brand the stretch. I don't know what that means. Trying to recreate the Monday Night Wars may be a nice goal, but is about 10 years too late. But then again, I could be wrong.
That's remarkably nice of Jim.
He's like, it's a bit stupid, but you know what? Maybe it'll work.
Yeah, it won't, so you don't have to, Jim. It's fine.
And that takes us to the pay-per-view, in which VKM faced Kazarian, Maverick Matt, and Johnny Devine in a 3-on-2 handicap match.
Yep.
This new act once again going very well for Kazarian, Maverick Matt, and Johnny Devine. They're all fully gothed out with like white kendo sticks. They tap the sticks on the ring post. VKM have the full entrance with the little slide doors that open up on the side of the stage. They did, I believe, have that on TV too, but they didn't actually shoot it properly, so you didn't see it on TV, but you saw it here.
Yeah. I like the entrance.
I like the theme song as well.
Mm.
It's too bad it's for these guys.
Yeah.
BG's pants say war on them, so he clearly wants to be booked by Tenru.
Amazing reference, Garrett.
Thank you. I even wrote it into the notes.
So you wouldn't forget?
Definitely, so I would forgot that joke if I didn't write it into the notes. BG does the HBK flying forearm, but then screws up a kip up deliberately, like for comedy. Inverted comatose comedy. Kip pedigrees Matt, tunes up the band for a super kick, but abandons it because he thinks it's stupid. He stops a Divine flying nothing and hits the Missouri boat ride for the win. BG grabs a mic and calls out Vince, Shawn, and Triple H using their government names. The ground war is about to begin on Impact.
Okay.
We were talking about that Connecticut house show. I believe that's when they filmed what is to come. The ground war.
They should bring a tank to them.
That would be one of the most iconic moments in wrestling history, I would have heard.
It would kill them instantly, I hear.
There's many DVDs that could have been sold off the back of it. After the match, Maverick Matt and Kazarian have Divine blindfolded in the ring as Raven's music hits. It turns out he's the guy behind this group.
It's not Miro?
It's not Miro.
Oh my god.
Wasn't Raven teased as like the Dark Order guy at one point?
But I don't know if he was teased.
But like, remember, he was randomly in the crowd when they were like teasing who is the Exalted One.
Yeah, I remember vaguely this.
And I think people were like, my god, it's Raven.
I think that was more of like a red herring. Or a raven.
Caw.
A different bird.
Not a magpie that attacked me today.
Garrett was viciously attacked by a bird.
We have talked on this podcast extensively about fighting birds, and I am vindicated in my thinking it's harder to fight a bird based on that magpie attacking me.
And I just say you're wrong.
If the scorpion tried to attack me, I would have gotten away. The bird can come. The bird was like 50 meters behind.
You are forgetting giant components of this, which include being stuck in the room with no shoes.
Yeah, but like that bird at one point was like 50 meters behind me, and I was like, all right, it's fed up, I'm safe. So I was like walking as if like, yeah, I'm fine. And then it came back. It flew back.
Yeah, that wouldn't have happened in a 5x5 room.
I would have been able to keep my eyes on it the whole time. You are right. Fucking birds. But yes, Raven comes out. He is the man behind this new stable. He is the redeemer of Kazarian, Maverick Matt, and Johnny Devine. They remove Johnny Devine's blindfold as Raven cracks Devine repeatedly with a kendo stick. Don struggles with what color the kendo stick, but Mike today informs it's purple. Don is like, in the light, I can't work out what color Raven's is. And Mike is just like, it's purple.
Thanks. Don West reveals colorblindness live on Genesis 2006.
I relate to my king, my colorblind king. Divine sits there and stoically takes it as Raven punishes him. Raven leaves as Divine gets back to his feet.
Also, beats the fuck out of him.
It did look like it hurt. Those things left some marks. The idea they are bringing is that they are bringing back Raven's flock with Bentley and Kazarian as members. They didn't seem too happy when first being told.
Shocked to learn this.
I'm sure this first month of it has really won them over with the quality of creative.
Well, they look better.
They do look cool.
Yeah, they look better than they looked with their shitty-ass jeans.
They do look cooler, I guess. That's the bar.
They've gone from a 1 to a 2.
But they are constantly getting their ass kicked by Rhino and the Voodoo Kin Mafia.
Good for them.
And that is it. That is the month that is November 2006. The first, real full Russo month. And there is certainly signs.
Yeah, it feels Russo-y. TV's okay. It's least interesting. But we had a really kick-ass pay-per-view main event, and that's the real takeaway from it.
Yeah, some real good matches this month with that and with Christian and Rhino in the cage match on TV.
Yeah.
Those are legit, go out of your way to see. They're worth watching wrestling matches. And then there's some other good stuff. And then there's pole matches, and there is tag teams breaking up left, right, and center. There's a bunch of just Russo staples, a bunch of wackiness. Stories that should be 6 months long that are 2 weeks long and also don't make sense. We're getting the full gamut of Vince Russo nonsense. But as you said, the TV is more watchable.
You gotta give him that.